Lions TV full time. It's an O'Mara hat trick. 3 O'Maras, 3 goals for Norwich.
I know, mate. I think, do you know what? It was a better performance than last week, but I think last week's performance, that first half performance we had, was one of the worst first half performances I've seen in my life. And then going into today, the only positive to take from today is that Ben Thompson had a quality game. That's all I can take from today.
No, I make you right. Thompson was superb. For me, that's our best midfield pairing. For people who want for people who want Tunnicliffe and Leonard to start, we would have lost about 7-0 that day if they had of.
Yeah, the thing is, I feel like Leonard was a bit of a panic buy, and I think you've said it before. He played 15, 16 games for Sheffield United before they realised he's not good enough. And then we go out and spend, what, £1.5 million on him, and he's our record signing. But for me, I've heard lots of people saying it, there's not a lot he's done. Like, it's always sideways passes with him. And then today, Ben Thompson's came in. Even last week when Ben Thompson came on, he was making forward balls.
I've got to say, fair play to Harris for dropping him, because I didn't think he'd have the guts to do it.
Yeah, I mean, like... But then it's like today, did he make the right changes, like substitutions? I think, like...
That's the only criticism I can have of him today.
Yeah, I mean, last week, the way Tom Elliott played, I wouldn't like to see him in a Millwall shirt again.
True.
Like the way he played last week. Honestly, the first half we looked absolutely terrible last week, right? And then today, he's bringing on Tom Elliott, and then he's going for a long ball again. And we had four strikers there.
Someone sitting very close to me said, "Fuck me, he's pulled a Holloway move out of the bag."
Yeah, that's exactly what I said as well. Where I was sitting, and it's like, and Aidan O'Brien, not being funny, I don't rate him anymore. I used to think, he's a quality player, I'll give him time. But how old's he now? 25. He should be, if you're 25, you should be like starting every week.
And he's
exactly, yeah. But for me, he's not good enough. There's like so many League One players in that team, mate. That's why I'm struggling to see where we can get the next win from. Because we've got, come the summer, if we do stay up, I'd have at least 6 or 7 players gone. Like Elliott, I wouldn't like to see him there. Gregory, I think he's gone in the summer anyway, because he hasn't signed a new deal. And to be fair to him, I think he's got one more move in his career. We're not playing football. We're not actually playing football. It's just hoofing it up in the air. He's not going to be holding up the ball on his own to pass it off to who? There's no movement there. I don't see any movement there whatsoever, mate.
We had chances today, but it wasn't clear cut, nice play. It was into the box, drop down, able to score a couple of goals.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, today I feel like it was unfortunate to not get a result out of it, but it's like I'm struggling to see where we're going to get goals from. I mean, today we could have had a couple of goals, but
nothing clear cut.
The few recent performances, like I don't see where we're getting a goal from. Today, yeah, it was an improvement, but we're not getting the results. And if we're not getting the results with the rub of the green, then you're not going to end up staying up.
No, I think the players are partly to blame, because they seem to get motivated for that today. They'll get motivated for Brighton. If they play next Saturday at Bolton like they did today, we'll get a result. But I think they'll play like they did at Hull, and they won't be interested.
Yeah, I mean, I watched that game. I thought, do you know what? I'll go to Hull. But then on the back of last week's performance at home to Preston, absolute shambles, mate. Absolutely terrible. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll go to Hull. But then after that, I thought no. And then luckily I fucking stayed at home for that whole game, mate. I watched it, and it was like, yeah, it was like watching paint dry. And it's like, the times when we play football, it's too late and we're already 1-0 down. And it's like, when we're playing football, we're actually playing well, but it's too much ball up in the air and hopeful chances, like hoping for someone to get the header.
I think Harris knows we've not got enough quality in our side to carve out clear-cut chances. So we buy a lottery ticket, so to speak. We stick it in a box and it's a lottery. We see what happens.
I mean, that's exactly what's his name, the pundit Liam Rossini. He got it bang on. He said Millwall are a hopeful team. Like we're hitting the ball up there, hopeful for someone to knock it down. I mean, Jake Cooper, I think he's our top assist at the moment, and I think he's one of the top goal scorers. That just shows something, doesn't it? I mean, like all we're doing is hitting it up to him and hoping that he's going to knock it down to someone else. Hang on, there's a couple of new strikers. In a word, will we stay up? No.